Okay, this lesson is for Thursday, May 28th. This is packet lesson 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so this is a measurement again, and it's asking you to use real objects and choose a unit to measure the length, then measure. Okay, so just use whatever you have around your house. If you don't have anything, then you could always just skip this page. It's not that important. But if you do, you can measure a pencil or a book or a pen or a notebook or a backpack or your math book and measure it with either a block that you have or a Lego or a paper clip. Or remember yesterday I showed you that you could also measure with the cap of a pen and just find out how many it is across those objects, okay? And then just write it. If you can't measure it, then you can just cross it out and skip it. Okay, let's look at number 5. Shira uses blocks to measure the fork. Brandon measures the fork and gets a measurement that is less than Shira's measurement. Circle the unit that Brandon uses. Okay, so if they get the same measurement, that means they use the same measuring tool. But it says that Brandon's is less than Shira's. That means that he got a smaller number. That means he had to use something that was bigger. Okay? So if they had the same, it would be a block because that's what she used. Since it's not the same, that he would have to have used a different thing to measure the paper clip. Okay, now this one you should be able to do pretty easily. About how long is the string? So you're going to just remember when you're measuring, you go from end to end. The ends have to match, and all the way to the end here. So if you go down to the end and count how many paper clips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's almost a 9. It's a little less than 9, but it's about 9. It's closer to 9 than 8. Okay? So then you do the same for this one and this one. Travis measures his marker. He says it's about 7 paper clips long. Is he correct? Okay, so let's check. He started from the beginning, so that's good. And then here is the end of his marker. So if he has 7 paper clips, then he's right. So let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So is he correct? Yes. Because the marker, 7 paper clips match the length of the marker. Because 7 clips match the length of the marker. And don't forget to put your capital at the beginning and your period at the end. Alright, this one should be easy for you to do as well. This is also a review. So write 1, 2, or 3 to order the ribbons from shortest to longest. So shortest is number 1, longest is number 3. So, and then it says write the measurements here. So if you have a block or a paper clip or something, you can measure and see how many it is. If you don't have one, that's okay, then just don't do that part. But you can put them in the order. So shortest, here's the shortest, so that would be number 1. Then what would be number 2? The longest would be number 3. Do the same thing here. Number 3, Julie has 3 pieces of lace. Julie gives Megan the shortest one. Measure with blocks and write the length of Megan's lace. So if she gives her the shortest one, which one did she pick? So it would have to be this one, right? Because that's the shortest one. If you have something to measure it with, you go ahead and measure it. If not, you could just do your finger. You could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6. Okay? So you can always just use your finger. Okay, time to the hour and half hour is our last lesson for today. So what we need to remember is the short hand is the hour hand. So wherever that's pointing, we write that number first. The long hand is the minute hand. That is what we write second. If it's pointing to the 12, remember that's o'clock, 00. If the long minute hand's pointing to the 6, that's 30 minutes. So, because remember we count by 5. So we go 0, then we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay? So if it's at the long minute hand's at the 30, then the shorthand is going to move a little bit. But if it's between the 2 and the 3, we say 2. So we would say 2:30 here. And this would be, it's right at the 3, so 3 o'clock. Okay? Draw and write to show the time. Kristen needs to leave for her piano lesson at 4. That means 4 o'clock. 4. Draw to show where the hands on the clock will be at that time. Write the time. So 4 just means 4 o'clock. So when you write it, you write the time correctly. Okay? And then draw the long hand and the short hand for 4 o'clock. Okay? Have a great day with math.